Hey everyone, welcome back to this channel. This is my journey from 940 to 1747, and I'm going to share in this video some tips and some advice for you if you are in the same rating as me or lower than me, and I'm going to give some tips for like every single level in this game, for beginners, for intermediate, and for advanced players like me. So I have been playing chess for almost from like May 16, 2023, so almost a year now, like, except 2 months, and my highest rating is 1747. This is where I'm currently at, 1747, and I played all the games that I played are 397 games, and I won 214, lost 170, and drawn only 13. And you can see that my biggest problem right here, the biggest problem is I have 30% of my games lost on time. 30%, almost a day, so 29.4, almost 30% of my games lost on time. This is my big problem. And most of my wins are just because of resignation, checkmate, and a little timeout. So 5.6, but the time that I lose is 30%, which is really bad. Now we're going to go through the tips that I'm going to share with you. It's going to be from beginner to intermediate to advanced. So the beginning of our tips is going to be the opening. The opening, try to just play simple chess, fundamental chess. You go e4, they go e5, you go knight f3, knight c6, and you go just bishop c4. You're just developing the pieces, controlling the center, that's it. And after they do like any other move, you just protect this pawn. Okay, they do for like go bishop c5 and then you castle. I did this every single game that I played for all the time that I played chess. Like for almost 5-6 months in a row, I only play like this. I get my pieces out, I control some squares in the center, I get the knight and the bishop out, and I just castle. This is it. All you have to do in the opening, just have your king safe. This is number one. Active pieces that are targeting some squares in the center or your opponent's territory. And you're gonna develop the knight, develop the bishop, and if you're not like an e4 guy and you are like a d4, lately I've been playing a lot of d4. They can go for d5, they can go for knight f6, they can go for anything they want. They can go for the queen's gambit. So in the opening, don't try to go for a lot of openings and try to study them all. The only thing that I studied in d4 is literally d4, c4. This is it. No matter what they play, I just don't care. I go knight c3, knight f3, e3, bishop out. That's it. I only know one opening for white, which is the queen's gambit, and for black, they go e4 and I go c6. d4, I go d5, which is the Carl Khan, which is really amazing opening. So I choose one opening for white and one opening for black, and you should do the same. Focus on only one opening for both white and black, and that's it for the opening. Just don't try to make like e4, e5, and then you go queen f3. You should not be going queen f3. You should not be going, definitely not queen h5, trying to induce this move to win with a check and then you win the rook. Don't try opening traps or opening tricks. They don't work. And if they work, that means that you are really low rated player. And you should not be going for that. You should be developing your knowledge in chess, developing your gameplay. So never go for early queen's attack. Never go for this scholar's mate thing, because they can just refute it. They can go just like knight f6. What are you going to do after knight f6? You can't do anything. You cannot renew your attack on that. Maybe you can go queen b3, adding pressure on this pawn. But it's not. He can defend it. He cannot defend it. It doesn't matter. He can just. But it's better not to. It's better not to get your king out, so you can just defend it. So it's not really something that you should be doing. After you go e4, they go for e5. They can go for d5, Scandinavian. They can go for anything, literally anything. And all you have to do, e4 or d4. This is number one. Control the center with a pawn. Then you get out with this knight or with this knight, with the bishop out or with this bishop out, depending on if you like let's say not this. Let's say that you're a d4 guy, d5, knight c3, they develop their knight, and you go for bishop f4, which is the Jobava London. Anything that you choose in the opening, just choose one opening for white, one opening, and learn at least the 4, 5, 6, 7 moves in the beginning. Like for me, I know when they go e4, I know for c6, they go for d4, I know that I have to go d5. I know that they can push, they can take, or they can defend. I know. So because I studied the opening and I did not study it in full depth, you should not be studying openings in full depth whatsoever. Even if you're, unless you're a grandmaster trying to be a grandmaster, then it's okay. I know that this is the advanced variation, I know that this is the exchange variation, I know that this is just continue developing the pieces, okay? This is the opening for the Caro-Kann. And this is what I know. I know d4 for white, I know c6 for black, or the Slav defense as well. So, let's just recap. Control the center with a pawn, number 1. Develop your pieces, develop the knight and the bishop, number 2. Number 3, castle your king and have a safe king. This is number 3. And number 4, don't hang any pieces. Just don't, and number 4 also don't go for early queen's attack. This is we're done from the opening. The opening is really simple. You can get an 80 to 90% accuracy on your opening just by doing these moves, just by developing your knight. Of course, the computer will never hate this move. Why? Because you're developing a piece, you're adding pressure on your opponent's pieces, and you're controlling the center. So this is what the computer wants you to play. Okay, the computer wants you to play effectively. Active pieces, controlling the center, king safety. This is what it wants. Okay, this is for the opening. This is for the opening. Now, for the middle game, let's say e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, bishop c5. You can go for various ways to like continue your opening. You can go for d3, then castle. You can go for c3, preparing d4, which is still in the opening phase, a little bit in the opening phase. But you can just go for basic developing pieces, castle. And now you don't have to go for attacking moves, like trying to maybe go here to try to push this pawn by force or do something like that, or to go, you can go here, okay? But you don't have to. You can just develop your knight. They develop, they develop the rook on more active square. You develop your rook. So it doesn't have to be like really like attacking moves and stuff. They're trying to open up for their bishop. You can see their plan. He wants to put a piece there, so you can stop it. So you can just play effectively, see what your opponent wants to do. Your opponent wants to go here with the knight or with the bishop, trying to pin you and being annoying. You can stop it. So this is it for the middle game. Just try to have at least 3 candidate moves. I can go for h3. I can go for a3 to go there, b4. I can get out with the bishop on g5. All of this are candidate moves. There's no like the best move. You're not gonna know what is the best move when you're playing the game. If you're playing the game, you don't know the best move unless you study the opening very effectively after the first 4, 5, 6 moves. But if you didn't study that depth and that full depth, any move of these 3 are good. Any move, okay? So you don't have to go for really complicated, in-depth study of an opening. No, just make random, meaningful moves. Like for example, he moved his pawn in the middle game. Try to connect your rooks as well, but don't go for like this, for like bishop d2. What it's looking at your knight and it's looking at nothing. Try to at least put the bishop there or there, trying to look at some lines for your opponent's territory. That's it. Then you can go here with the queen, connect your rooks, and this is it. For more in-depth, like in the middle game, because I'm not that good in the middle game, so I'm not going to be sharing a lot of information in the middle game for you, because I'm not that good in the middle game as well. Like, we're all noobs in the middle game. That's everything that is new for us, so we cannot be learning middle games. You can either learn openings or learn end games. In the middle game, it's really complex. But all you have to do is do meaningful moves. Get out with the bishop. Your rook is active. Your queen should be active. Your knights are active. You have pieces acting active and controlling the center. This is what you should be doing. And for the end game, try to learn at least how to checkmate with a king and a rook. how to checkmate with a king and a queen, how to checkmate with a king and a bishop and a knight, which is the hardest one, but at least you have to know it, or you at least just have to see it in some kind of way. And just know, what can I be also sharing with you? So we discussed the opening, we discussed the middle game, that don't do any move before checking it, checking the move. So here you don't need to check that move because you already know it. So you should not be wasting time. Okay, this is what I want to share. Look at that, look at that, look at that. 29.4% of my games I lose them on time. I lose them on time. So why is that? Because I go e4, e5, and I just look, man, I just play slow. I make sure that I'm doing the right idea. I just go here. So but after like spending 2 seconds on this, 1 second on this, 2 seconds on this, just like making sure that, oh, did I do the best move? In the opening, you should not be checking your moves. You should be doing them like naturally, and you should not be wasting a second on more than a second on a single move. And in the middle game as well, I waste a lot of time thinking what is the best move, what is not the best move. Just make reasonable moves. Reasonable moves. Controlling the center. Targeting effective pieces. Trying to make a plan, not a simple plan like this. Okay, I'm gonna show you. d4, d5, knight c3, knight f6, bishop f4, and they go for like this. Let's say like they want knight c6, not knight c6. Let's go like this, or e6. You go for this cheap Jobava London kind of stuff, tricks and stuff. You should not be going for this. You like for as a middle game attack. You only have 2 pieces against the entire army of black pieces. You should not be doing that, because what are you going to do after knight a6? Your plan is just dead. Your plan is just dead. You can't do anything. So you should not be going for opening traps or opening tricks or some sneaky kind of attacks. Just develop your pieces. Control the center. I mean, I'm still in the opening phase. I'm still like, I don't know what to tell you to give you value. What else? What else can I share? You should probably know, like, if you're a really low rated player, like under 1,000 elo rated, you should be familiar with the like fundamentals of chess, like the forks, skewers, what else? Double attacks, en passant, like when you go like this, let's say here, and this. In this position, you can actually take like this. This is en passant. So you have to, in passing. I don't know how to say it in French, like fluently. But this is it. You have to know the basic things in chess, the fundamentals of chess. And the most important thing in this entire video, play every day. Play every day. You have to improve your chess vision. You have to play every day. You have to see the chessboard more often. You should be seeing it more often. You should be playing puzzles, playing games, or watching YouTube videos about people playing, or like Gotham Chess making a video about chess. You should improve your chess vision. This is number 1. And you have to review every single game that you play. Review every single one. You can play 1 game per day, and you can get 1 free game review from chess.com if you don't like to pay money like me. You can get 1 game review. So review your games, all of your games, and just make sure that you're doing the best moves. And if not, try to understand and learn from the mistakes that you have in the game review. And don't ever click on play online and go this one-on-one bullet game or blitz game. There's no reason for you to play these kind of games. You're not ready yet. You're not ready. I'm telling you, you're not ready. Even I am not ready. I'm 1700 elo player. I'm not ready to play Blitz because look at my rating. 1200, 1200 rating elo. 1200 is not that good, like an intermediate thing. But look at me when I click on 10-minute rabbit game. 1747. I'm good. I'm that good in rabbit games, and even better at 15-minute games. So either play 15-minute games with 10-second increment, or play 10-minute games all the time. All the time. And most of the time that you play in the middle game, you're gonna see a lot of opportunities for tricks, and not only tricks, it's like tactics. So this is why you have to solve a lot of puzzles. You have to solve a lot of puzzles. Like for me here, let's click on the puzzles. I am rated 2362 in chess.com because they don't offer me a lot of puzzles per day. So you can improve your your vision in chess, and just you can win. Like this is it, how to make winning moves in the middle game or in the end game. Improve your chess vision, improve your pattern recognition. I solved it in like, it's not 14 seconds, I was explaining to you. Let's try to solve the second one. If we take, we lose because it's back rank mate. We go here, they go there. If we take, they go here, we give a check, they go here or here, so they can defend themselves. What the hell am I supposed to do in this puzzle? It's not. See, you lose 15 points, so you have to spend some time playing some puzzles. And for this, I'm just curious, what is the best move? It's not this because we lose to rook a1. It's not take because we lose to rook to b1. And it's not check. That is so weird. That is so embarrassing. I'm trying to tell you educational stuff and I can't do anything here. White to move. Like I just need to stop it? No. What do you want me to do? Is it this? No. It's not this. What the fork? This because it's equal. What the hell is this? I should be moving this fork. No. No. I'm gonna try every single move. No. No. There. That's so embarrassing. What happened? The best move for black. This is a check, he can go here. So check here. But if we can give check, check here. What the? Yeah, I know that it's really easy, but this is it, just to improve. I don't play puzzles that much. This is my mistake. This is what I'm telling you to do. I'm telling you, learn from my mistake and play a lot of puzzles. It will improve your chess recognition, pattern recognition, and your chess understanding of the position to make the best moves. And for chess.com, as you can see when I hit this, they can give you like this. 3 puzzles per day. They're so freaking cheap, chess.com. So you can go to Lead Chess and play as much as puzzles as you want to improve your chess vision in the game of chess. And I don't know what to tell you other than that, just okay, yeah, that's it. Watch people or play with people who are from the same rating as you and learn from their games. For example, If there's someone on the internet that plays every single game, every single day, okay, and reviews all his games, and you can see that the percent, percent accuracy percent of his games, that means that he reviewed all his games. You can go and watch whatever game that you want, and you will not use any game reviews or anything, because it's free. He already reviewed the game, so you can just learn from other people's mistakes. The smart person, learns from the mistakes of others, not from only his mistakes. And that was it. So what I'm telling you is watch my videos. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, so that was it for this educational video. Really simple stuff. It's really simple because I'm not that in depth in this understanding of chess yet, because I'm still like 1700. But my advice to you, don't waste your time. Like, don't learn the game. Don't study the game. Okay? Don't study. Even if you love it so much, don't study it. Don't spend more than 1 hour or 30 minutes per day on chess, because it's a waste of time. I'm telling you, it's a waste of time. Even though I'm a YouTuber and I'm like making a content here, I'm just trying to monetize the content in a way to help my family, in a way just to make money on the internet. That's why I'm making content. I'm not playing chess every day. I'm playing chess every day as a content, but I'm just recording for the recording purposes only. Okay? That's it. Because I don't want to be here doing nothing, and there's only like wasting time. So don't waste your time on chess. Have fun. Have fun in the game of chess. Just play a game. If you lose, you lose. If you win, you win. Don't care. You should not be caring about the game of chess. Believe me. Even grandmasters hate the hell out of this game. Okay? So don't waste your time on games. Like, waste 5-6 minutes of your time on the opening prep. Like, remember the first 5-6 moves, and that's it. Have fun in the game of chess. And that was it for today's video. I hope that you learned something meaningful from this video. If you are higher rated or lower rated, tell me your comments or your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll be happy to reply. And one more time, don't waste your time like I did.